So, I am reviewing the book You Are Not Your Story, No Turning Back, and it's by Lenieka Brown. So, I want to start off by saying this book would be great to give to someone if it was like Domestic Violence Month, or even someone that you know is like going through things or has gone through a domestic relationship, like a domestic like abusive relationship, or like domestic violence or rape or molestation, or even as a conversation starter piece. This book is really, it's heavy. It's heavy. And I'm going to say it's heavy, but it's a very quick read. It's not even 30 pages. It's a very quick read, but it's heavy. And the reason why I'm calling it heavy is because it touches on topics that were often kind of uncomfortable to talk about. Like, it's one thing like to talk about like rape and like molestation like as like adults, but like something that we don't really I don't know. To me, it's kind of still like taboo. People treat it like taboo to sit here and talk about how it affects children, and when children are molested, and when children are raped. And like, I like the book and the stories in the book because it's really giving you a raw view of how this can affect someone, how like it changes their walk, their talk, the way they like interact with people. And it just, I think the biggest thing that I really liked about the book was it highlights on the signs and stuff. Like the signs that something's gone wrong, but a lot of times we don't notice because we're so caught up in our own lives. I really liked the book. The book was almost like, it was all, there were parts that were sad enough to make me feel like I could have cried. Because it really was so touching. It really it was a very quick read, but it wasn't a book that you want to speed through. Because it was so touching. I did like at the end of the book also that Lenieka included the hotline number. She included a lot of information that's important. She included some suicide hotline numbers, suicide websites that you could check out if you're ever feeling like you need someone to talk to and you want to reach out to someone. She has the disaster distress hotline number on there. She had the identity theft hotline and information and stuff like that on there. There were a lot. The end of the book has a lot of like jam-packed information for people to be able to reach out and use. It was a good book. It was touching. I can't remember. I want to say it was on Kindle Unlimited, but I am going to drop all of the information below for you guys to be able to access the book. Please check it out. Like, this isn't one of those books that I would sit here and say like just skim over or just bypass. It's literally only 30 pages. Like, you can't go wrong with it. But it definitely would be like I don't like using the phrase it would be a blessing, but I do feel like it's a good reminder. It's a good conversation starter. It's something that we do need to read and talk more on. It's 2019. Let's start this year off right. Let's get rid of this, like the generational curses, the trauma and stuff. Let's start talking on it. It's time to start. We might have started last year, but it's time to really start, and let's see some changes. So I'm dropping the cover right here. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.